In the short demo, we will first introduce you to the user interface that we have developed for the production data management system. Then we will give you some examples of the types of information you can get from the software. We assume that you have read the information contained in this CD regarding the PDMS and the technical information related to it. We also assume that you are familiar with OEE concept. If not, please click pause and do so now. Let's start. As shown in the PDMS technical documentation, we recommend that you set your Excel security at medium. If you did so, as you open the Excel file, you will be asked to enable the macros. The PDMS then opens the overview page. We will get to that in a moment. To help you understand the features of the software, I want to take you on a quick tour. To get a good idea of the way to navigate through the user interface and the various possibilities for each screen, let's go to the graphics page. The top section of the user interface will remain available at all times. It enables you to go to the 4 different pages of information: Overview, Line Overview, Graphics, and Records. In this upper section of the interface, you will also find 3 buttons: Update, Config, and Tools. Config contains parameters to customize your software. Under Tools, you will find functions to facilitate your data management, while Update collects the data for 1 or more lines. We also have a set of 3 pull-down menus that you can use to navigate through lines: Equipment and Data Type. Now let's go back to Overview page. Here you have the numbers that represent the OEE of your lines of equipment for the current record or for a set of records that you determine in the configuration page. To access this page, click on the button Config. There's a lot more here than just the number of records that you want included in your historical section of the Overview page. You can set the threshold for the colors displaying the OEE values. You can determine which equipment each line is composed of. It's also here that you will set the parameters for each piece of equipment and the shift times for your plant. If Overview represents the entire plant, then the next page, Line Overview, is 1 level down from it and shows information about 1 line at a time. All the data represented here is centered around the bagger, which is the heart of the production line. If you want to update your data, you can do so from every page of information. Before starting the update function, always make sure that your RS-linked software is running and that you have access to the PLCs you want to collect the data from. You can update 1 line at a time or all of them. You can see the progression of the update on the left-hand side of the interface. Let's go back to the graphics page now. This time we'll see more detail. This page is the most versatile of all. It's the best tool to extract specific data in a graphical format from a single piece of equipment. Your secret weapon to get the job done is the Customize Graphic button. You can manually select a record range or a date range, or you can use the preset section. These 2 sections will help you select the data to be used for calculations, but in the lower section you can decide which type of data you want displayed. Now, let's move to the Records page. This is the page where we store all the raw and calculated data in a spreadsheet type format by shift. In the PDMS, a record is the data collected during one shift. In the Tools section, there is a function to correct the data if your reject and rework process is not automatic. Once the numbers are entered, your OEE calculation will be updated accordingly. In the Data Type pull-down menu, you will find one option that cannot be found elsewhere: the fault data type. This will show you the 5 faults that consume the most time during that shift. And if you slide your cursor over a fault code number, a pop-up will show you the fault type and category. This ends the presentation of the PDMS Production Data Management System. We hope that this presentation has been helpful to you and that you can see the benefit it can bring to your organization. If you have any other questions regarding the PDMS, please contact us at info@premiertechsystems.com or call 1-418-868-TECH. That's 1-418-868-8324. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.